So guys, next we choose our game of the year with our own Gabe Oliveira and host of Gamertag Radio, Danny Pena. Then we hop into our favorite game ever, Fortnite, to figure out what the heck is going on with this blizzard. You're watching Cheddar Esports. Hey everyone, welcome back to Cheddar Esports. As always, do not forget to like, follow, and sub to us on our Twitch channel. I see. All right, guys, our Cheddar Esports Game of the Year coverage continues, and today we'll be talking about the best games of the year. 2019 gave us a new crop of games to enjoy, with some coming from established properties and others making their way into the world for the very first time. Here are our options: Control, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and the Outer Worlds. Joining us to discuss is founder and host of Gamertag Radio, Danny Pena, and the man himself. You saw him yesterday, Gabe Oliveira. How you guys doing?
Good.
To beat the man. No, I messed up. To beat the man, you gotta beat the man, Danny. And you're coming here right now with your opinions. I'm gonna break them.
But you know what? The majority of the games are new IPs. There's only one game that's not an IP. So let's go with that.
All right, so first up, it's shape-shifting, supernatural, and physics-defying action-adventure game Control from Remedy Entertainment. How did this game have an impact on gaming in 2019? Danny, we're gonna start with you first.
I'm a huge fan of Remedy. I played all the games from Max Payne, Alan Wake, Quantum Break, and this Control. The thing that I like about this game is all those games are connected in the same universe. I just love the story. I really got into it, and it made me want to go back and unlock new stuff. And there's a rumor that, not a rumor, but there's a new DLC coming out sometime next year that's going to be Alan Wake related. So we might see an Alan Wake 2 in the future because of it. So yeah, we'll see. But I just love the character, love the story. Soundtrack is amazing. Lots of Easter eggs. Yeah. So. Alan Wake it is, man. Love Alan Wake.
I played Alan Wake 1, and so it was definitely a fun game when I played. A very big mind trippy one and 2 at the same time.
It's deep. The problem that a lot of people were saying was that at the beginning of the game you get like really confused about the story. Even when you're like almost to the end, you still don't know much about what's going on, but once you finish the game, you'll understand everything.
Yeah, I played a little bit of myself. I didn't get to play the whole thing through. Whatever I played got me. But compared to the other games on this list, I don't think it's going to be Game of the Year. As we get into it, of course, we can't talk too much about it. But I mean, it's for a particular person. It's for a particular person, though, wouldn't you say? Like, it's not for like everybody. Like, you kind of gotta be into that.
When you say that, like, what type of person you talk? Like, into single player games, stories?
Well, no, just the story. I feel like the story's very easily It's very convoluted at times, and that's from what I've played and what I've seen on YouTube, because you know I'm a lazy gamer sometimes. I just watch people play games. Compared to like some of the other 3 games we have on this list, like Jedi, very point A to B storyline, easy to follow, very emotional. We got Pokemon. That's not even a story. That's just Pokemon. But then Outer Worlds, which is made by the company that made Fallout New Vegas, all that. I feel like it gave me, besides the Alan Wake kind of vibes, Fear. Remember playing Fear?
Yeah, I love Fear.
Dude, I loved Fear. And that game gave me nightmares.
Yeah. It was a very scary game. Very scary game.
I like the abilities that come with this game. Obviously, it's not just the weapons that you get to, it's also the abilities that you have, the mind abilities. And obviously, she can fly and float and like pull and projectile and like throw stuff at them. I think that just like the mechanics behind the battle is just something refreshing, especially since like when we think about other games that are part of this list, a lot of them don't necessarily have that kind of ability factor that then you can
bring
upgrade.
something new to the table.
Yeah,
right?
And so this is why a lot of people I feel love this game and why it was a contender for Game of the Year, because it was something refreshing, not just another shoot 'em up thing. And it's actually scary. It gives me a lot of Silent Hill vibes, especially with some of the monsters that come out. And I love that. And I'm a big fan of Alan Wake. I'm finishing the first one, and that like the whole creepiness aspect of the game is something that really like attracts me.
Yeah. I'll definitely have that over Death Stranding, to be honest. So
with some of the Death Stranding hate. It's like that was supposed. This is the most lauded masterpiece of the year, and then everybody's just trashing it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, all right. Okay. So next, right? Pokemon Sword and Shield.
That's what I'm talking about.
The game had some controversy though in the beginning.
No controversy.
Okay. Yes, it did. The national Dex. It did.
Get it
this
out
whole
of here.
fiasco that has been able to overcome the criticism, though, and plays like you would expect a Pokemon game would. So what are your thoughts on this, Gabe? Obviously, you're super excited for this moment.
Yes.
You go
exuberant.
first.
You can see it in my face, the intensity for this game of Pokemon. First of all, I just want to address the controversy. That's just the Wambulance on Twitter, Whammy.
Wambulance.
Okay, there was no controversy. The National Pokedex thing, that was BS entirely, just because you didn't get all 800 or 900 Pokemon, whatever it is, 700 Pokemon. Okay, you didn't get this one or that one your favorite. Those were all the niche Pokemon that no one really cared about. We got the ones that mattered in this game. And of course, we don't have Bulbasaur and Squirtle, but that's a different conversation. Okay, so the game.
We got Charmander. That's what we care
We
about.
got Charmander, as everybody cares about.
That's what
Right?
we care about.
So me coming into this game, I haven't played Pokemon since Black and White 2. Which I thought was an amazing Pokemon game, had the best story, had, you know, great setting and everything. This got rid of all the things that plagued Pokemon games in the past, the excessive grinding, the breeding, getting the egg moves. Oh, you got the perfect Pokemon with the right this, but it doesn't have the right nature, and all these. It got rid of all of that and made it more accessible to a wider audience, which I think is a beautiful, I mean, for a game that's been around since the 90s, to do that and still be able to bring people in and bring older people like me who grew up on the game back into the fold and really enjoy it. Also, the customization options, even though I felt they were a little lacking, were the best I've seen in the series. And compared to other major Pokemon-style games, like the one that came on the GameCube, Pokemon, I think it was DX, I forgot what it was. There was one with Dark Lugia or something like that. This gave me those kind of vibes where like RPG style, really fleshed out, and I didn't have to spend 60 hours playing the game. I could just spend 20 hours, get my Pokemon, start grinding. And then, you know, if you're into competitive Pokemon, this is the most accessible for it, which is why I think they made it that way, a little bit more simpler, got rid of unnecessary grinding. They gave you, I remember back in Pokemon, you had to get running shoes to run. Like, I remember, you were all 10 before, right? When you wanted to run, you just ran. You didn't need running shoes. I didn't need the Nikes to run. So they took that away, which was like little things that changed the game.
All right, well, Danny, what about you?
I don't play Pokemon, but you know, I respect that a lot of people are into the game. It's not my thing, man. You know, so
What?
That's not my thing.
How can you not be into this?
It's a game
Cute
of the year, though.
monsters.
It's a game of the year. I don't see it. I don't see it.
When I think of Game of the Year,
Yeah.
I think that it's about a game that you can't escape in terms of conversation because it goes through culture. It's not just like a go ahead, sorry.
No, but you know what's my type of game of the year? It's something refreshing, something new.
Okay.
Something that's gonna change the industry, not recycling over and over content.
Well, let's
It's
talk
not-
about. Well, then let's talk about something new, right?
Yeah,
Obviously, Respawn Entertainment, Jedi Fallen Order.
Not new.
It's in time.
It's not new.
It's not new. It's not new, but the people working on the game, this is their first
Yes,
their first Star Wars game, Respawn.
Yeah.
They haven't made not even one bad game. Not
they
even
really
one
haven't.
bad
They
game.
have not.
Titan 2,
Titanfall 2.
best campaign ever. So when this game got announced, I was like, man, you know what? I trust Respawn. They're gonna make a classic, and they did. Amazing game, amazing game. No, between November and December, best time as a Star Wars fan. So much content, TV series, movies, and now the video game, man.
So I just want to point one thing out, right? We're talking about, I want to do a direct comparison between Control and Star Wars Fallen Jedi. I mean, Fallen Order. Pretty much in Control, you're just a Jedi without a lightsaber.
Kind of, yeah. You can say
so
that.
it's introducing something new.
Story-wise, I'm talking about. Story-wise, story-wise, man.
Okay. All right, I'll take a sip of that real quick. I thought Jedi Fallen Order was great. We played it a couple times here. It incorporated that key kind of difficulty that's like in the Souls games, which is always fun to have because games are too easy, I feel, nowadays. And there's certain things I think about when I'm like 5 or 6 years old where I was like, yo, how did I figure out how to do this? Like I was playing Streets of Rage the other day. I was like, yo, how did I get through Streets of Rage? This is difficult. So having a game that brought that and also used a good story that was like pretty good. I mean, you also had a bad ending in there, right? There was a good and bad ending to this. It was ambiguous which way you can go about it. Was interesting, and I hope they keep making standalone Star Wars games because the movies are failing me. So I'm gonna need the games to do the job.
One thing though, if you've seen the commercial of Star Wars from Xbox, make sure to change the channel. There's a huge spoiler there, so you want to.
Oh.
Yeah, the huge spoiler. Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Marketing, I guess. I don't know. It was
Why would they do
I
that?
don't
Not a bad
know,
thing.
but
But,
you still need to get through that level without dying in like
I've
5
done that.
seconds.
I've
But
done
lastly,
that.
it's the Outerworld from Obsidian Entertainment, which has the Fallout series creators behind the project. Has
Yes.
this game
This guy's
been able to
excited.
separate itself from Fallout series and be its own? Gabe, we'll start with you because I'll give
Actually,
you extra more than
I
5
want
seconds.
Danny to start because this is the game he's really passionate about.
I play this
He
game.
was talking to me right now about
Let me tell you, man. I played this game, finished it twice. I
Yeah.
have like.
Wow.
Yeah, he's committed.
I have almost 60 hours, and I'm probably gonna play the third time when it comes out for the Switch sometime next year.
It's coming out for the Switch?
It's coming out for the Switch
Okay,
soon.
that's it. That's game
And
of the year.
on the go, man. You know,
So what does that
look,
mean for it?
I just love the. You're a fan of Fallout,
of course.
Vegas.
Yes.
I love RPGs like that.
Yes.
Games
don't take themselves too serious.
But the thing that this is different from the other RPG games is a game for us, and we don't have that much time to play. 20 hours, quick, you know. So you care about the characters. There's some decision during the dialogue that's gonna make you think, because depends what you do in the game, completely changes the story. You know, so yeah, I love that.
Yeah, which means like since the game is so short, it's only 20 hours, maybe 30 hours at best. The decisions you make have more effect because it's not stretching throughout an entire campaign. It's just like more immediate, more like you can see the effect of that. And I think that's, to your point exactly, any game that can just simplify content down to like 20 hours, 30 hours, I feel is a sweet spot right now. It's like there's so many things to play. Yeah. And this had like the best replayability. Like you said, you can go back, you get multiple tries at it. And once it comes out on the Switch, I'm 100% agreeing with you. It's probably, I would give it Game of the Year if it was on the Switch right now.
Right now?
Just because RPGs on the go. I feel like that's the way. I can't sit at home and play RPGs anymore. What about you?
Shout out to Obsidian and Private Division. They invited us to play the game back in August.
Oh, so you've been bought.
No.
You've been bought.
No, never.
He got invited.
Never.
Sold,
never.
sponsored.
So,
opinion.
Anyways, no, shout out to them. But yeah, first time I'm playing the game, I was like, man, this game is a game changer, man. Game changer. This bring back the vibe of Fallout New Vegas, man.
So, I mean, obviously you said Fallout New Vegas. Do you think this is just Fallout New Vegas 2? Is it actually refreshing? Is
Fallout
it
in space.
It's fun in space. So do you actually feel that because it's a different deviation from the original kind of like Fallout series, is it Game of the Year worthy?
Yes.
And what would be the reasons why? Is it the story?
Hold on.
I think it's the whole package. We mentioned a lot about new IPs, story. Time, is it long, is it short?
Is it worth the time?
Yeah.
Investment.
Replay value is super important because
$60 game. Wait, no, it's $34 game.
It's $60 game, but this game is also on Game Pass. So let's say you don't want to buy the game, you could play that on PC and Xbox. You know, that's not
sponsored by Xbox.
Guys, we can go on and on for days, but unfortunately we have time constraints. So just pick winner.
Pokemon.
Game of the Year.
Pokemon.
Outerworlds.
Jedi.
The Outerworld.
Nah, you guys got Jaren. You decided. You got 3 games. Make the right decision.
I just moderate this conversation.
Make the right decision.
Pick
you
one.
guys are the guests.
No, make the right decision,
Pick
Aaron.
one.
You can't be impartial.
Wait, what am I picking
Pokemon,
between?
Jedi.
Fallen Order, and
the Outerworld.
So basically, just all the options. I have to pick one.
Pokemon. You know what to do.
Pick brand new IPs, man. Brand new IPs.
No, Pokemon.
Guys,
I'm not in control and just be like,
yeah. I'm just gonna take control. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go with the Outer Worlds.
All right, there you go.
Damn.
Yo, this is like, yo.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Outer Worlds. I want to switch it up. I want to switch it up. There you go.
I love
I
that
want to switch it up a little bit, and also the fact that it's being added into the Switch is actually a very important move. Especially like a lot of games now are making that transition over to the Switch because they have such a segmented casual audience base. So for them to have it where like, you know, my grandma could play it.
Yeah.
How dare you?
You know? And I just got the Switch too. So
And
boom.
there's no excuses for developers to say, oh, we can't make a game for the Switch.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think The Witcher 3 proved that.
Yeah.
You can make like the amount of content you can get
Well,
on the Switch.
that's
all
good.
right,
Switcher.
Danny,
Yeah.
Gabe, thank you guys so much for joining us on our
fun.
Game of the Year discussion. Sip
fun.
your water. Congratulations to our winner, the Outer Worlds, for the Game of the Year. Oh my gosh, these two hooligans.
Guys, we'll be back with the results of our poll. You're watching Cheddar Esports. We'll see you in a bit. Ooh, that was quick. Welcome back to Cheddar Esports. Don't forget to subscribe to us on our esports YouTube channel, Cheddar Esports YouTube channel. Guys, earlier on the show, we asked, will Fortnite continue to thrive in 2020? And here are the results. So 34% of you said yes, 32% said no, and 35% said stay the same. This is so
What is this breakdown?
average.
Guys,
it's all over the
unfortunately,
place.
we weren't able to play Fortnite because we had a Hispanic blizzard here during our entire conversation, and we got lost and couldn't make our way to the cave. But that's it for today's Cheddar Esports from the Cheddar Esports studio in New York. I'm Aaron Ashley Simon.
I'm Nars, that's Gabe, that's Zenny Pena. Thank you guys so much for coming in, and thanks again to our Cheddar Esports guests who came on the show today. Next time, we'll see you next week, guys. Have a great weekend.
Bye. Happy New Year. You gotta say Happy New Year.